Working on some linear graphing. This is a hot topic right now, so I want to keep you guys in the loop so you know how to graph these linear equations, because this is a basis of Algebra 1 class. You do need to know how to graph. It's really important. So let's get started. We'll start off with our basic y equals mx plus b formula. As you can see, we have the y at the end or beginning of the equation, and then we have the equals, and then here's your m, which is called your slope. Your x obviously is there, and then your plus b, which in this case is a minus b. So what does all that mean? What that means is that 1/2, which is negative, is what's called your slope. That's how we move on our graph. So that's your m value. And then our b, which is this right here, is what's called our y-intercept. So I usually write y-int for short so you understand what that means. All right, so what we're going to do is we always start with our y-intercept. In this case, if there's no number there, you just start at 0, 0 in the origin. But because this is a -3, we're going to take it from the origin. We always start at the origin, and then we work our way depending upon what it is. So this is a -3, so we're going to go down 3 spots on the y-axis, and we're going to put a dot there. So that when you never move off the y-intercept, you always stay right on the y-axis, and then either you go up that many spaces or you go down that many spaces depending upon the number. Now we use that slope. Now notice the negative sign is next to the fraction. In all reality, it doesn't matter whether the numerator is the negative number or the positive is the negative number, as long as one of them is, because that's what it means when it says it's a negative. So we're going to do what's called our rise over run. So if you're new to this, you want to have fractions in these because this is what helps you to move. So you rise over your run. So you have two options here. That negative sign can go with the number 1 and put it in the numerator. So we're going to do that. So if we do -1 in the numerator, then the 2 is going to remain a positive. Now you can also do the opposite. So you can actually make the 1 the positive number, and then you can make the 2 the negative. So either one of those things is equivalent to what this says over here. So it doesn't really make a difference how you place that negative, as long as there's one negative, either numerator or the denominator. Now, you only need 2 points technically to graph on a straight line. So I have 1 point, so all I need is really one more additional point. So why do I need a fraction? Because the rise helps me to determine whether I go up or down and however many spots that is. And then that run is going to tell me how many spaces left or right I'm going to move. So in this case, the -1 tells me I'm going to go down 1 from this dot that I have right here. So we're going to do that. We're going to go down 1, but then the run says a +2. So the +2 would be 2 over to this side because that's where the positive numbers are in a number line. And then there's your 2 points. I technically could just graph that right now. I'm not. I'm going to go down 1, and I'm going to go over 2, and I'm going to put another dot. And then I can keep doing that. Down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2, and I can just keep going. I keep making dots, and then I'm done. Now, if I want, I can keep doing the same thing, but in the opposite direction. Going back to this right here. Starting back up here where this was, instead of me going down 1, right 2, I can go up 1, left 2. And that's what I'm going to do. Up 1, left 2. And then I'm going to put a dot. And I can keep going. Up 1, left 2. Again, I'm doing all this. You do not need to do all of these dots, but I'm showing you just to get the habit. Up 1 over 2. And there's your straight line. And then you graph until you can't graph anymore. And then you just connect all of your dots. And now you've got your straight line, as straight as you can do without a ruler. And you're all set. If you want more questions like these, find them on my YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at U1 Algebra. All these are located in my playlist of graphing linear equations. Don't forget to like, share, follow me for more. Save it for later, and I'll see you soon.